to a new video from REA Electronic. My name is Frank.
My name is Daniel.
We are here at headquarters in Mühltal.
In the wonderful sunshine.
REA has been devoted to industrial marking for almost 40 years, particularly in the building materials industry. We will now take a look at why marking is so important in the building materials industry.
But wait, safety first. Let's go.
REA Electronic has grown steadily in the recent years. That is why we decided to expand. As we see here live in the background, we have the building materials industry right at our front door. But why do we need all this space?
It's quite simple. At REA, we still do everything ourselves. We are made in Germany. But now let's see what needs to be marked on a construction site.
Drain pipes.
Brown drainage pipe.
Black telescopic adapter.
Large black cable duct. Toilet paper.
White. Single ply. Metal framing. Drywall.
Roof button rough cut. Electrical installation thingy.
Wooden formwork beams.
And of course, beer. Frank, we saw that almost everything is marked on the construction site. There are both large and small markings. What options are there for marking?
Daniel, in the building materials industry, the important types of coding are, in addition to production dates and batch codes, mainly UFI codes. It means Unique Formula Identification for Hazardous Materials. But machine-readable codes are also a big deal. For example, the EAN13 code used at checkout to register products at a hardware store. Let's see it in real life. Pass me the EPS board. This EPS expanded polystyrene board, also known as styropor, is considered especially difficult to mark. In this case, we printed using a REA JET DoD 2.0 large character printer. This coding and marking system is particularly well suited to coding products or batches in unfavorable environmental conditions or on hard-to-mark surfaces. In this case, there's also a reference to data matrix code. You could say that the DoD 2.0 from REA JET is a coding and marking system that keeps on working when everything else has failed. This is a standard metal framing used in drywall construction. In addition to the CE marking and batch coding, EAN13 codes are applied here as a checkout code for the hardware store. You are familiar with this. These profiles are greased and marked at up to 150 meters per minute. It is certainly possible that the label won't stick. In our case, we printed the coding directly wet on wet with the REA JET HR, a cartridge-based system. This means that we use one printhead to print a white colored field and use a second printhead to print the content directly. Of course, coding, symbols or even logos can be printed without a problem.
This means the issue of a missing label never comes up.
This is it exactly. As we saw with the metal framing, high-quality EAN13 coding is absolutely essential for the hardware store. The EAN13 code is also labeled on this metal connector as standard. We use the wet-on-wet printing process here too. This is not only extremely reliable, it also saves a lot of money. These framing members are usually also coated with a permanent marking. Laser is a keyword here. Daniel, you are the specialist in that area.
Installation materials like these are produced today from full pieces. They are punched and marked with a static stamp. The big advantage of using the laser is that I can give each product its own number.
Why is that so important?
Well, let's imagine 25 years from now the ceiling comes crashing down and the only thing left up there is a framing bracket. I would definitely buy that quality product again.
Understandable.
Frank, have you ever tried fitting a flush-mounted box into a wall?
Not yet.
Me neither. There must be a solution. One option might be lasering a code onto a product. Using my smartphone, I scan this code and get to the manufacturer's homepage. There, I can watch videos or view instructions telling me how to install this kind of box into the wall.
The laser marks the code at such a high level of quality that it can be reliably read with any smartphone. As we said at the beginning, in the building materials industry, the unique formula identification or UFI code is very important. Marking on hazardous materials like exterior plasters, mortar, greases, oils and all kinds of construction chemicals is mandatory in the consumer sector as of January 2021. The UFI code is a 16-digit alphanumeric code that was printed here with the REA JET HR system, a high-resolution cartridge system. In addition, we referred to 2T code that allows the manufacturer to integrate a machine-readable code, though that any product can immediately be matched with the right UFI code.
Another advantage of the UFI code is that the content of the code is stored by the Poison Emergency Center. If an accident happens with the hazardous goods, a relatively quick response is possible. Drain pipes are usually made of PVC material. They are marked as seen in this example by continuous inkjet printing.
Those familiar with this printing technology know that it can be a pain sometimes in terms of the following costs.
The laser can be an economical alternative here. Maintenance-free, high system availability and, above all, no consumables. Integrating the laser into an existing production line is no problem at all. One of the important materials in the building materials industry is wood. Here we see a quality class marking that is applied using a CO2 laser. This marking can be applied at a standstill as well as in motion.
But an ink-based solution would also be an effective method. You see, in marking there's no one right answer. REA JET is your partner for selecting the right technology for your application.
And what does the toilet paper roll have to do with marking?
Daniel, it's quite simple. All products are marked, even toilet paper.
An exciting day at the REA JET construction site has come to an end. We have seen what, where and how products are marked.
And in the process we learned that high-quality UFI coding, EN13 codes at checkout, product codes and batch codes are extremely important.
And all that at an affordable price. If you have found that your marking requirements also involve a construction site,
we will gladly come with it.
Thank you.
We'll see you again soon. Until next time, for
Coding and Marking Professionals on Site.